This show is sponsored by PSE Archery, Millennium Tree Stands, Hunter Safety System, Third Arm, Extreme Archery Products, Axe Broadheads, The Chase Deer Scent, Plot Watcher, and Antler Insanity.
Welcome to Reality Hunt Club. This webisode we're going to be talking about the opening weekend of bow season in Georgia. I'm sitting here right now, I'm unboxing our latest sponsor, Plot Watcher by Day 6 Outdoors. They sent us some cameras and they picked us up as sponsors, and I will be bringing some more webisodes about these in the future. I've already talked about them in the past few years. We're real big fans, and we're proud to have Day 6 Outdoors and be using the Plot Watcher Pro as our time-lapse camera. And so stay tuned, and right after the intro, I'll talk about our weekend. So there's basically 4 groups of hunters up here, and you can see Tad and myself up in this tree right here. And the other 3 hunters were my dad and Chuck and another member. Now, 3 of these groups, we had cameras. And as you can see, I'm showing you right now, my son and myself up in the tree. Now, we had a pretty good weekend. It was really hot, and the wind was really out of the northeast and east, and that's a little weird for us. We didn't see a lot of deer, but we did see deer every time we sat. The second evening we saw this 3-point come by, and he was a little weary. He actually, I think, got our wind, and we never really saw any does. We saw does 100, 150 yards away, but we never saw anything really close that we could possibly shoot. So anyway, he still said he had a good time. Now, Chuck sat in a lot of tents, and he basically had the same problem. He had this doe come in, and I think in hindsight, after talking to him, he wished he would have shot him. But also, this is a really good spot, and we possibly could have had a nice buck come in here early in the afternoon. So he let this doe go, and like Tad and I, he saw a lot of young, immature bucks, and he's filming this with his Nikon DSLR, and you know, he's got a little spike, could be a 3-point, but anyway, you know, we saw deer and they were moving. It's just that we couldn't put it together. Now Dave, the other guy that didn't have a camera, he saw a lot of deer too, but he just couldn't get a shot. Now this is my dad. He was in probably one of the best spots for does, and what do you know? What's the first thing he sees? He sees a little yearling buck, as you can see here, which is anyway, he did see some does. They busted him on smell one evening, you know, little things like this. Now he's videoing these fawns, and it's getting late in the evening, and we know there's a yearling doe in this spot, and actually here comes a yearling doe. Now you actually can see the trail camera take a picture, but it's not one of those blackout cameras, one of those red glows. I thought that was pretty cool, but that's not that year. You know, that's probably a 2-year-old doe, but that's not her fawns. So we were getting ready to shoot those. As you can see, the fawns take off, and the fawns are going to their mama, which is going somewhere else. All right, so the fawns run off now. So as you can see, it's getting dark. Now Dad's up there, and he's just started videoing his hunts. He's got a brand new camera arm. He's up there and he's trying to figure all this out, and so he's already been busted a couple times, like I mentioned just a minute ago. So he's up there and he's got this crossbow, and it's got a 30 millimeter diameter scope, which has got lines for 20, 30, and 40 yards. And those will, you know, if you know anything about the diameter of a scope, the more, you know, the bigger the circumference, the diameter of the scope, the more light it lets in. That's why we shoot 40 millimeter scopes on our rifle. Well, he's got a 30 millimeter. That's pretty much the biggest ones they make for a crossbow. So he's trying to find, he's sitting there going, she's 18, 20 yards. He's trying to find that middle line, and so he can shoot this deer. And he's also trying to find the body, the black of the crosshairs matching to match up with the black of the body of the deer. And this camera shows a lot more light than what it actually is. So he's not seeing it this good. It's pretty dark. But this is the last evening of his hunt, so he wanted to shoot this doe. So watch what's fixing to happen. You can hear him as he's moving around. He's trying to get ready to get this shot. Okay. As you can see, he shot high. Interesting enough, it ricocheted. Now here's the slow motion. As you can see, it ricochets up. The arrow actually went straight ahead. What you see flying up is the luminoc coming out of the bolt. So here you see it. She's nervous and she ducks down. It ricochets off, and that final line there is the actual luminoc coming off the bolt. So anyway, that was our opening weekend. Hope you guys enjoyed this. And we're going back up there and chase them again. Maybe we can get one for Tad. So stay tuned, and thanks for watching Reality Hunt Club.
If you like this show, watch our other shows at hunt365.tv. You can also subscribe to our YouTube channel by clicking the button on the screen, or connect with us and receive notices of all our new episodes by liking our Facebook page.